It's nice to have you back. Today, let's talk about the QooCam 3 Ultra. Well, this 8K 360 camera with HDR format, 10-bit color, and amazing 96 megapixel photo in RAW. In this video, I'd like to talk about the latest firmware upgrade on this camera that make this camera better and more powerful. I received this firmware update a few days ago. So in this video, I will give you a quick walkthrough on this firmware upgrade. I will also give you some live demonstration for this firmware before and after comparison. Now, let's get started. Well, first is about the shutter speed. As you know, the QooCam 3 Ultra is built with two f1.6 large aperture fisheye lenses. So in the bright sunlight or in the bright daylight situation, it is most likely to overexpose your shot in photo and video even with ISO 100 because aperture is way too large and there's no way you can wear the ND filter. So to give users a faster shutter speed is one more alternative solution to lower down the exposure in the super bright sunlight areas. So now with auto exposure and illicit firmware, the fastest shutter speed for the QooCam 3 Ultra has been extended to 1/11K second exposure. Well, this is fast, a lot faster. It's around 4 times faster. Actually, you can lower down the exposure with extra -2 EV. Well, to give you most likely to get a perfect exposure even in the super bright daylight. The second feature is about the interval shooting. I love to take stars tails photo with the QooCam 3 and QooCam 3 Ultra, especially for the QooCam 3 Ultra, considering it has more pixels, has a 96 megapixel in RAW and the DNG8. So when shooting with interval mode, well, I can literally shot in RAW plus JPEG. I normally capture hundreds of RAW plus JPEG in a micro SD card. Every time when I go back to copy and paste the data to my hard drives, it is miserable to organize or to manage all these files in a micro SD card within a single folder. But after this firmware upgrade, the Canon engineer has set an individual folder for each one of the interval shooting. All the files being saved to a standalone folder to make your micro SD card more organized. Another major upgrade for the QooCam 3 Ultra is a better log gamma curve. Well, with a redesigned K log gamma curve, the QooCam 3 Ultra is a 10-bit color with log gamma curve. Take a look. There's in the color range, you have the 10-bit K log, the 10-bit HLG Pro, and the 10-bit normal HLG normal. Now with the 10-bit K log, this log gamma curve, the Canon proprietary log gamma curve, you get the maximum dynamic range. And with this update for this firmware, the Canon has some major adjustment on this log gamma curve that give you even better, even more dynamic range, and retain even more detail in the dark shadow areas, and thus lower down the noise level even further. So they end up with a much higher quality K-log footage. While exporting QooCam Studio, you can lock the LUT and export with astonishing dynamic range, the color, and the overall video quality. Well, here I shot different footage with two different QooCam 3 Ultra and zoom in at 8K 800%, so you can literally notice every pixel in the detail. And you can see the before and after comparison. On the right side of the screen, there is a new footage with brand new K-log gamma curve. Well, the result is pretty obvious. And just take a look at the footage captured in low light. Well, it's a day and night difference. The noise level is dramatically reduced, and the overall image quality has dramatically increased. And in high contrast ratio, the shadow areas, the noise level has been reduced, and the overall dynamic range has been extended, and the quality is now a lot better. I'm so glad that Canon always put the quality ahead of all the other features. Inside the Canon QooCam 3 Ultra, you have a really powerful chipset, like a flagship model Android phones. So it is actually possible to perform in-camera stage. Well, with previous firmware upgrade, you already have in-camera stage after shooting a video or photo. I have this button, so I can actually stitch on the export to every step directly inside the camera. So it is possible to stage afterwards. But now, with photo, you can actually shot the dual fisheye image and stage in real time with high quality. Go down the settings. If you scroll down again, you have a new option called stitching, where you can auto stitch panel and you can turn on lens protector or not. At auto stitch photo, it works only on JPEG mode, in JPEG files, in photo, the auto explorer bracket, the DNG8, and the TimeFusion. For all these shooting style, end up with at least one JPEG files. So the camera can stitch the JPEG file direct in the camera in real time with and you end up with a high quality stitching result, exactly like you have on the QooCam Studio export. And it works on 96 megapixel as well as 24 megapixels. I wish in the future perhaps you guys can shoot 8K video with real-time stitch and stabilization. I mean, it's a dream. It's a dream for the QooCam Studio Ultra in the future. And last but not least, it is a brand new shooting mode called TimeFusion. I mean, I think TimeFusion has learned something from the THETA and the pilot panel. I mean, the TimeFusion is to expose the two fisheye lenses at different times with a time gap so that you can hide yourself. I mean, the 360 panoramographer will hide himself and jump back and forth in between the front and rear lenses. So you end up with the invisible photographer. This is a very tricky shooting style. Take a look. In TimeFusion, you get, it is like a normal photo capture, but the two, the front lens and rear lens, they capture content in different time. There's a time gap. It is a timer. I normally shut timer with 10 seconds to give you, there's a 10 second, it is pretty long enough for me to run from the front lens to the rear lens and also stabilize the camera. You know, sometimes, you know, with the wooden floor plan, I mean, if you jump from the front to rear lenses, the camera gonna shake. You need some extra seconds to stabilize the camera. I mean, to capture at least the best performance. So I recommend to set at least 5 seconds or directly set at 10 seconds. Well, I mean, for demonstration purposes, I can use, you know, with 5 seconds and tap. First, you know, about to shoot the Explorer with lens 1. The lens 1 is a front lens. And about to shoot lens 2 is a rear lens. It's just above the screen. So it's front and rear lenses. And directly stitch in the camera and you end up with the result in your fingertip. So this is a pretty astonishing update. And another tricky style for the TimeFusion that you can actually duplicate yourself. You can duplicate yourself. I mean, with the time gap, you can put yourself or something interesting intentionally in the front lens, and when you switch back to rear lenses, you go back to rear lens and capture another shot with yourself or some specific subject. Then this is actually a duplication, duplicate the front lens and rear lens, sit them together. This is a creative use cases for some of the content creators. And you can also use the TimeFusion to wipe out the photographer or the duplicated photographer, whatever you want. And always bear in mind that the QooCam Studio Ultra is a creative tool for 360 content creation, and just rely more on your personal imagination and free your mind. I think we have covered most likely all of the small feature and major features in the firmware upgrade. I'm pretty impressed First, a much higher quality K-log gamma curve with better dynamic range and lower noise level, and a brand new shooting style called TimeFusion. And you get in-camera stitch for JPEG file in all the photo capture modes. Fastest shutter speed has now been extended to 1/11K second, where you get 2 extra -2 exposure for even in the bright sunlight area. Also, Canon has optimized the file management system that to leave the standalone folder for the interval capture photo or RAW plus JPEG to make your QooCam Ultra more organized and more friendly. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to thumb up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you do want to know more about the QooCam Ultra and its tutorials, you can refer to my link or refer to my YouTube channel. So talk to you soon. Bye.